When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933 or 1933, Einstein emigrated to the United States. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. Many of them had fled from fascism, just as Einstein had, and now they were afraid the Nazis could build and use an atomic bomb. You can see the word atomic bomb. You must have heard what happened in First World War and in Second World War. So the first appearance of atomic bomb was in the Second World War. So when the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein immigrated to the United States. Here the word immigrated means leave one's own country in order to settle permanently in another. So in 1933, when Germany came under the power of Nazis, actually the famous Nazi ruler was Adolf Hitler. Okay. At that time, Einstein left Germany and shifted to United States of America. Shifted America forever. So 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. In an uproar means very upset. So after 5 years, the Germans discovered the process of nuclear fission. Okay, after 5 years, the Germans discovered the process of nuclear fission. The process through which nuclear bombs or atomic bombs are made. This process was prepared in Berlin. Due to this, all the physicists in America were upset as they feared misuse of the technology. Many of them had fled from fascism, just as Einstein had, and now they were afraid the Nazis could build and use an atomic bomb. So there were many scientists who escaped to America because of fascism. Fascism was a dictatorial concept which was started in Europe from Italy, okay, and by the rule of Benito Mussolini. I'm repeating it. Fascism was a dictatorial concept which was started in Europe from Italy by the rule of Benito Mussolini. All the scientists were afraid that the Nazis could misuse the atomic bomb. At the urging of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to the American president Franklin D. Roosevelt on 2nd August 1939, in which he warned a single bomb of this type exploded in a port might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territory. His words did not fail to have an effect. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945 during the Second World War. So Albert Einstein was requested by a colleague, and so he wrote a letter to President of America, Mr. Franklin D. Roosevelt, on 2nd August 1939. He warned him that the atomic bomb which was developed by Germany was very powerful. If one of these bombs exploded in any port, it would not only destroy the area but also it would destroy the surrounding territory. This shows Einstein's humanitarian quality, isn't it? He wanted good for the people. He wanted peace in the world. That's why he wrote his concern to the President of America and warned him. His words did not fail to have an effect. So Albert Einstein's letter had an impact on Franklin D. Roosevelt. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. So the Americans developed the atomic bomb secretly and dropped it on two cities of Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, during the World War II. The Germans had just developed the atomic bomb. They did not use it in any country, but America did. Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction. This time he wrote a public missive to the United Nations. In it he proposed the formation of a world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact. But over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics, agitating for an end to the arms build-up and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. So, a lot of destruction took place and Einstein was shaken. Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction means lot of destruction took place in Hiroshima and Nagasaki due to the explosion of atomic bomb in 1945 during the Second World War, and Einstein was deeply shaken. This time he wrote a public missive to the United Nations. Here the word missive means a letter, especially long and official. So he wrote an official letter to the United Nations organization. In it he proposed the formation of a world government. Unlike a letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact. So Albert Einstein proposed to form a world government, but this letter did not carry any fruit. This letter did not give any result. But over the next decade, Einstein got more involved in politics, agitating for an end to the arms build-up and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. So for another 10 years, Albert Einstein was involved in world peace. He started to spread peace around the world. He was involved in politics, and his agenda was to stop the countries involved in collecting arms or developing weapons. So he did not want to have weapons. He did not want to have any atomic bomb or explosion. He campaigned for world peace and democracy. His main agenda was world peace and freedom of people. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. So here the word visionary means a person who can think about the future in an original and intelligent way. So Einstein could foresee the future. Einstein could predict the future. Einstein could visualize the future. When he died in 1955 at the age of 76, the world celebrated him as a visionary. He was a world citizen and a scientific genius too. So not only he was one of the greatest scientists of this world, but also he is well known for his deep humanitarian point of views. He wanted to scatter peace, humanity, love, affection around the world.